what are the 12 steps to get started with using video trivia marketing as part of your overall social media approach? Well, first is, if you haven't checked out Rivvid, you definitely got to do that. You have to play the game to get it. You got to play it to get it. So this is our site. If you want to come in and just have fun, you can choose any category that you know you're great at. So let's just pick animals and pets. That does extremely well. As a child, even though I'm a girl, I love sharks. I was fascinated by them, so I think across the board everyone can relate. I want to give you a quick tip. Make sure you're zoomed in. Okay? Because sometimes if you're too zoomed out, this won't work right. This is so amazing. This was during Shark Week. Look at that. What decoy did they use? I'm sorry, I was probably talking too much and didn't let you pay attention. Let's see if I remember. They used a plastic seal. Awesome. We're going to do one more so you get a feel for it, but it's a 15-second clip. You got to pay attention.
Just minutes into the tow, Colossus strikes. In only a few weeks here, he's learned that launching these surprise attacks is not only the best way to...
There you go. Why did they name this shark Colossus? I think he was the largest one of all. Super. Check it out. Definitely come back and play it. Here you'll see how all the leaderboard appears on the right-hand side when you challenge your friends. If you love it, you can go ahead, take this URL, tweet it out, share it on Facebook, you name it. So if you haven't already, you will need to sign up with Rivvid for free in order to make your points count, to create games for free, etc. You can sign up this way, or you can connect using your Facebook. If you're not connected on Facebook, it will reroute you. So make sure you're logged in. If not, just a heads up, it will do that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Google Chrome works really well with our game. So does Mozilla. Oh, you know what happened? I was just playing the game, so I'm probably confusing my own little... Once you are in, your picture will appear. Well, if you used Facebook, but this is when you know you're in. It says My Rivvid. So it will take you back to the home page. You will be prompted with a navigation bar as to where you want to go. So we are going to create a quiz. Let's click on that. How many of you love 80 movies from the 80s? Do you love? Who do you love? How much do you love movies from the 80s? License to Drive. What was another one of your favorites? He-Man. I grew up with a boy cousin, so I watched them all. He-Man, of course, Transformers. But you know what? This Transformer is not from the 80s, so we have to stick to 80 movies. We have Cocktails with Tom Cruise. We have, you know, just to name a few. You can always come back and fix the description. You want to pick what particular category will this fall under. And we do have two different kind of quiz game formats, but today we're only going to focus on 15-second clips. Ignore this for now. This is if you opted to create your own, let's say, family channel or your own personal channel. That way you can populate it and put it on private mode or public mode, especially if you're a business and you want to convert your workshops or any videos that you have created, even using your own webcam, just to educate your audience. This is a great way to keep them all together. But for now, we're just doing the free version, so let's save and continue. Again, very, very important. Make sure your settings are set up to where you're not zoomed in. That's when you do the command that on your laptop if you have a Mac, or the control, plus or minus if you're using a Windows machine. So real quick, let's pick the movie License to Drive. You want to use trailers if you're going to challenge people with games, because anytime it's a movie clip, it does get taken out. Now let me show you the difference. If you're too zoomed out, see how that blue bar that was there earlier came out? Make sure.
They're all awaiting a big event.
This is important because you want to be able to drag. You want to be able to drag this blue bar. This represents that 15-second clip. So the beauty of pulling in the video, you have the ability to select what particular clip within that video you want to use. So if you drag it along, oh, this part was hilarious.
Failed. He failed? Honey, what is wrong with you?
What test did he fail? Hope you remember this one. And if you haven't seen this movie, you must. What test did, oh, I can't remember his name. Oh, I'm just going to keep it he just for now. What test did he fail? It was driver's ed. Well, actually, no, it was more just a driving test. Because it wasn't, but that's a good question. Maybe it was his driver's ed. Which technically, it wasn't in class. It was actually his actual driving test. Math test. Science. I know how to spell. I'm just going a little bit too fast for my own self. Save my question. Let's use a different video. Again, you can use the same video and pick different clips within the video that you want to showcase. What is the name of this actor? You know, you could ask whatever you want. Oh, I already picked. Or you can go back and select a different video. So let's say He-Man. Masters of the Universe. I wonder if it'll work this way. I know how do you do He-Man. I figured it'll work anyway. Trailer. I have a trick question for this one that just hit me. What other movie did he appear in?
At the far end of the universe, there is only one man who dares.
There he is.
And there is only
the character that played in this movie. I don't want to say the character, the actor. I'm sorry. Then that's where you got to be careful. Your choice of words, all those things you got to factor in. The actor that played in this movie also played in what boxing movie? Ivan Drago. Rocky 4 as, I wonder if it'll fit as Ivan Drago. Maybe that's too much of a giveaway. But again, you can change it up, you know. You can do, you know, like rather than saying boxing, you know, there's so many different ways. But I'm just going to keep it simple. Boom, boom. Use a different video. We're going to speed this up, but just so, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you, once you get your 5 questions, again, you need 5 questions so that this appears on our website, so it's officially published. So I wanted to just show you that once you go through your 4 or 5 questions, it will bring you to this screen. So you have your step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then publish. So you can, right here, drag and drop the questions as well, okay? And if you want to go back and edit the quiz details, you can. Here you go. And then just keep in mind how you want your profile to look like when you make this appear. And then it shows the name of the video. Quiz game. Now it's showing you that you're the author of the quiz, so naturally whatever we score is not going to count. Onto Facebook, you want to share, you know, how much do you remember from License to Drive, for example. Or you could say, how much do you remember from the movies from the 80s? You know, there's so many different ways to promote it, but this is the way you want to go about in talking about it. Now, mind you, you can change up the question here. Actually, no, this is not the quiz. This is one we're using is the shark one. So, you know, why does this great white shark have the ability to jump out of the water? This great white shark. ability to jump out of the water. You can also edit the description here if you want to say something else so it seems more attractive. You can change the thumbnail. Sometimes it does bring up different thumbnails, and then boom, go ahead and post. Same thing with Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you can easily create the copy paste this question if you like, change it up, however which way you want to do it. Again, use bit.ly to, I would say, you know, to shorten the URL if you like, because by bit.ly is a way to keep track of how effective your promotion is doing, because you can track how many times people have actually clicked on a link you've shared. You can also use Owly, but that's a whole other topic in itself. But if you're doing it for fun, it really doesn't matter. So that's about it. I want to thank you so much for checking this out. Oh, and what I also want to share with you is if you want to sign up to have your own private channel, if it's for business or for just for fun, here's more about Rivvid. Okay, you can click on that. It'll take you to this demo again. You can also email us at inquiries@rivvid.com or give us a call. Here's the Rivvid platform for business, and it explains a little bit more about what gamification is, what are the benefits. Here's the products and services, and particularly if you want to have your own channel, this is where it's at, branded channels, and then here you can click on the different packages we have, and you can go ahead and subscribe to it. It's month to month, no obligation as to how many, you know, how long the contract is for. And again, we can customize something for you. All the details are there in that particular page under Rivvid Platform for Business. Thanks again.